Hindi natin hayaan na magamit ang Senate hearings para sa pamumulitika. Napakahalaga po ang Senate hearings sa pagbuo natin ng mas epektibo na batas para sa bayan. Kaya napakahalaga rin ang maging patas at base sa ebidensya ang ating mga hearings. Kailangan ng ebidensya, hindi pwedeng sabi-sabi lang, at pinapaalala natin ang halaga na mapagkakatiwala ang resources. Walang chismis, walang politika, katotohanan lang. Yun lamang po reminder ko sa ating mga kasamahan dito dahil syempre, I guess I said, reputational damage is being done when we put out disinformation or fake news, ika nga kung walang ebidensya. So mag-ingat lang po tayo.
So how can we believe in this with this kind of resource person? Na wala naman talaga siyang representang hard proof evidence dito sa committee nito. We are here to ferret out the truth, to know the truth, and nothing but the truth.
If I find myself to be alone in this hearing at I will not get the support of my colleagues, then siguro surrender ako dito sa hearing na ito. If I don't get the support of my colleagues. And I hope you know me personally. At I will never be used by anybody. Ginagawa ko lang dito is trabaho lang talaga ito. Senate President, sir, you have the floor.
Yes, maraming salamat, Chairman, sa ating mga resource persons today. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Sa ating mga senators present, magandang hapon din. We have been monitoring the committee hearings being conducted by the Committee on Public Order, and very serious accusations have been made. Whether they have merit or not is a whole other matter. While certain claims were made, documentary evidence is yet to be presented. There were no pictures, no corroborating testimonies. In other words, this was solely based on the testimony of one person based on what appears to be hearsay evidence. With due respect, Mr. Morales cites a document which he claims to have seen by virtue of his former position, although he did not personally witness any wrongdoing. Then, the drug test of our president is being brought up, even though it was not, did not appear germane to the subject of the motu proprio investigation done last hearing. Under a court of law, although I respect what this chairperson had just discussed just now before I was recognized, but under a court of law, guilt must be proven beyond reasonable doubt. While legislative inquiries are very liberal in terms of adhering to rules of evidence, it is our opinion that hearings should aim to ferret out the truth using evidence and facts. Otherwise, the faith of the people in inquiries in aid of legislation may be diminished, especially when it causes reputational damage to other parties. There have been instances where statements were made in legislative inquiries only to be recanted before the courts later on, and we do not want a repeat of that. While we respect the committee's right to perform oversight functions in aid of legislation, I caution our colleagues to be very careful not to use the hearings in aid of political persecution. Hindi natin hayaan na magamit ang Senate hearings para sa pamumulitika. Napakahalaga po ang Senate hearings sa pagbuo natin ng mas epektibo na batas para sa bayan. Kaya napakahalaga rin ang maging patas at base sa ebidensya ang ating mga hearings. Kailangan ng ebidensya, hindi pwedeng sabi-sabi lang, at pinapaalala natin ang halaga na mapagkakatiwala ang resources. Walang chismis, walang politika, katotohanan lang. Yun lamang pong reminder ko sa ating mga kasamahan dito dahil syempre, I guess I said, reputational damage is being done when we put out disinformation or fake news, ika nga kung walang ebidensya. So mag-ingat lang po tayo. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chairman, bilang presidente ng ating Senado, gusto ko po, pag nanonood po ang taong bayan sa atin, napatas po tayo at base sa ebidensya para hindi po tayo dito gagamitin ng ibang grupo pamumulitika. Yun lamang. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Mr. Chair,
thank you, Senate President, for that reminder. And I hope my Senate President is not losing confidence to this chairman. How I wish I will still enjoy your support because lalabas dyan kasi pag anyway, hindi lang. Anyway, kwa lang. Yeah, thank you for that caution. Thank you for that caution. Because if I find myself to be alone in this hearing, I will not get the support of my colleagues, then siguro, surrender ako dito sa hearing na ito. If I don't get the support of my colleagues, hinto na ako dito sa aking ginagawa. Kwan tayo dito yung damn if you do, damn if you don't. This is
No,
just...
Mr. Chair, majority of your colleagues are supporting you, Mr. Chair, including the Senate President.
Yeah, thank you.
Also that,
Thank you.
I allowed, actually, binabatikos din ako ng ibang, just to be fair, binabatikos ako ng iba't ibang grupo. I'm neither here nor there. Galit sa akin yung Duterte group, galit sa akin yung Marcos group. Galit sa akin yung Duterte group dahil nagpalabas po tayo ng warrant of arrest against Pastor Kipuloy. Tapos, galit din yung Marcos group sa akin, yung mga loyalist, dahil daw pinayagan kita mag-hearing na yung araw na ito at nung nakarang ilang 2 linggo. Ang pinoproteksyonan po natin dito ang institusyon, ang Senado. Because the Senate believes in the committee system. So, never ni Senator Bato sa akin na itigil yung committee. You've never gotten a call from me. Never did I tell you to stop the hearings. I just told you to be cautious. Make sure that it is evidence-based. That's the reminder I give not only for this committee, but for the other committees. Because very soon we'll also be discussing the gentleman's agreement case against China. I will also air the same caution to the committee members there na mag-ingat po tayo dahil reputational damage ay pwede mangyari kung haka-haka lamang po ang gagamitin natin. Yung protectionan ko po dito ang Senado. Kaya yan lang po ang aking caution for all parties involved. Let's not use this for politics. Let us continue our job to remain truthful to our mandate to the Philippine Senate and to the Filipino people. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chairman. That reminder goes for all other hearings.
Thank you,
in this
Mr.
Senate.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Thank you. For a while, Senator Jinggoy. Anyway, we'll take in all your reminders. We'll take in, and I hope you know me personally, and I will never be used by anybody for whatever agenda that they may have. Ginagawa ko lang dito is trabaho lang talaga ito. Maybe very difficult job. Maybe, alam mo, galit sa akin yung mga DDS. Bakit hindi ko didiinan daw si Pangulong BBM? Galit rin sa akin yung Malacanang, I suppose, because bakit ako nagkandak ng hearing. But for me, this is in aid of legislation para hindi na po mauulit yung mga leakage ng mga unauthorized disclosure of classified documents. Yun lang po. Rest assured, Mr. Senate President, that I have no hidden agenda. My God, you know me personally. I hope I maintain my you maintain my trust on your chairman. Thank you.
You have our full trust and confidence, Mr. Chairman, and that reminder goes for all the chairpersons of the committees. Hindi lamang po sa inyo yan. So, again, no, parang kapatid ko to si Senator Bato. I always told him that be fair and ferret out the truth. And yun lamang po. Maraming salamat, Chairman.
Thank you, Senate President.
Chair, if I may.
Naputol na yung kwan? Saan naputol?
Galing.
Senator Jinggoy, go ahead.
Mr. Chair,
After Senator Jinggoy, Senator
I
Bongo.
totally and absolutely agree with the opening statement of our Senate President that in this committee, we have to ferret out the truth. And it must and it should be based on evidence.
Recording in progress.
But unfortunately, itong our resource person present here today, that I am testing his credibility, does not have any evidence to present. So, Mr. Chair, Mr. Senate President, Mr. President, if we continue to listen to the imagination or the alibis of this witness, it might don't get me wrong, Mr. Chair, it might diminish the credibility of this committee. So, that is my piece, Mr. President and Mr. Chair. If we continue to listen to all his alibis and all his lies, imagination, baka mawala yung kredibilidad ng hearing na ito. That's why we have to, sometimes, siguro, papalahanin ko rin yung sarili natin, we have to vet our resource person. Hindi katulad nito na paniniwalaan natin na marami palang kaso.
Yes, Your Honor, I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you. As I've said, meron akong pinaniwalaan sa kanyang sinasabi, meron din akong hindi pinapaniwalaan. Kaya nga tayo nag-hearing dito, para nga validate natin yung mga pinagsasabi niya. Yun lang po sa akin. I want to hear everyone. Wala po akong sabihin na magpagamit kung anong meron siyang agenda. Wala po. At rest assured na hindi madidiminish yung ating yung ating reputasyon just because of entertaining Agent Jonathan Morales. For all we know, Mr. President, Your Honor, kahit na he is still facing cases, kahit na kumbiktado na yan, kahit na sabihin mo, siya ang pinakamasamang tao sa buong mundo, sa balat ng mundo, still, I believe na he has still his own piece of truth. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na pinakamasamang tao yan, hindi na natin paniwalaan. How unfair can we be to the people kung hindi natin siya paniwalaan kahit na masama siyang tao. Kaya, that's the purpose of this hearing, to hear them, to listen to them. And it's up for us to believe. Whether we believe on him or not, then same goes through with all the resource person. Ganoon po ang ating treatment dapat. Basta ako, I am just giving you the assurance as you're my vice chairman of this committee and including the Senate President. Please magtiwala lang kayo sa akin and I will do my best na hindi tayo mapapahiya dito sa yung institusyon natin. Hindi mapapahiya dahil sa ginagawa kong hearing. So, sana
Mr. Chair, I believe in you.
Thank you.
I trust you. I think majority of our colleagues trust you.
Thank you.
Wala akong sinasabi na bias ka. No. We have trust. We have full trust and confidence in you, Mr. Chair. What I'm saying, the reason why I gave that particular statement, that it might diminish the credibility of this committee because of the lies and the imagination of this resource person, because I have repeatedly asked question if he has evidence or he has evidence to present or to provide this committee. Wala ho talaga siyang ebidensya maipakita. At yung tinatanong ko lagi sa kanya, yung second question ko sa kanya kanina, which I asked before during the second hearing, kung sino yung confidential informant niya, sinabi niya, hindi niya matandaan. So how can we believe in this with this kind of resource person? Na wala naman talaga siyang pirepresentang hard proof evidence dito sa committee nito. We are here to ferret out the truth, to know the truth and nothing but the truth. Yun lang naman, and in aid of legislation. Yun lang naman talagang gugustuhin natin. Pero if you have this kind of resource person who are spreading lies and intrigues, that is not acceptable, Mr. President. Mr. Chair.
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Marlon De Jesus, dapat sa Senate, bago maging Senate President dapat yung may alam para hindi bumaba ang tingin ng taong bayan. Pahayag naman ni Jing Barredo, it's a big shame to Senate President, wag po kayo magbulag-bulagan dyan. Ikaw Jinggoy, mas may alam pa si Morales sa'yo. At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si De La Sanito, good job Senate President. Ikaw ba to, hintayin mo na lang ang ICC, para tumahimik ka. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.